If you are trying to lose some weight this year, you clicked on the right video. In this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to lose your first 10 pounds in 2022. Let's go. So my first tip to help you lose your first 10 pounds in 2022 is to just start. You have watched a million videos. What is this? Your millionth and 10th video that you watched? You've been scoring the internet, you've been asking friends, trying to figure out how to lose the weight instead of starting to figure out how to lose the weight. We often spend so much time researching and just not enough time starting, trying things. Weight loss is going to ultimately be trial and error, because what works for somebody else might not work for you, might not be practical for your lifestyle. So the sooner you start adding good things to your diet, moving more, doing the things that you already know how to do, the sooner you start doing those things, the faster you will get results and lose that first 10 pounds and get that momentum to lose the rest of the weight that you want to lose. So tip number one is to please just start. Promise me that after you watch this video, you're going to start. Use the tips that I'm going to provide you and just start figuring out which ones are gonna work the best for you. Just start. Tip number 2. Create an environment that supports your goals. What do I mean by this? If you're on a weight loss journey, you know that there are probably some things that are already in your current environment, whether your home or your office, that are not supporting your goals. Whether it be fast food, the snacks, the Cheetos, the ice cream in the freezer, you need to make sure that your environment is set up in a way that makes it easier for you to actually lose the weight. So here's what we're going to do. We're gonna remove all the things from the pantry and the fridge that you know are not in line with the woman you're trying to become, the woman who is 10 pounds lighter. We're gonna take all of those snack things, the Doritos, all of those things made of sugar and flour that you love to eat. We're gonna remove them from your environment. If they're not there, you can't eat them. And we're gonna go a step further and make sure that we don't add them to our next grocery list. So we wanna make sure that we're adding things that support our goals to our environment. Setting your environment up to support your goals not only means physically but also mentally. So I would also advise unfollowing or muting some of those restaurants and cooking pages that you follow on Instagram, where every time you scroll past their feed, you're instantly having a craving and wanting to go and have something that doesn't support your goals. So tip number 2 is make sure that you have created an environment for yourself at home, at work, mentally, on your social media pages that support the woman that you are becoming, a woman who is 10 pounds lighter. Tip number 3 is to cut out all juices. Yep, you heard me. Now, usually as a weight loss coach, I'm one for moderation. I'm one for kind of stair-stepping your way to things, but you're trying to lose 10 pounds and I'm sure you want to do it in a healthy way. And I promise you, juices are completely unnecessary. Not only do they lead to weight gain, but they also cause numerous of other illnesses that you don't need. Now, do you have to not have juices or even the snacks that you took out of your pantry forever? No, but for right now, we're trying to create a space and an environment that supports who we want to become. We want to put things in our body that are going to help us get towards that 10 pounds less goal, and juices are not helping you get there. Now when I say juices, I mean even the orange juice that you think is good for you. We're cutting out all of those juices, right? So that's tip number 3, cut out all juices. Tip number 4. So you might be wondering, Diane, what am I supposed to drink? Water. We are going to start drinking more water. In fact, we're going to be replacing all of those juices that we just eliminated in step 3 with water. Listen, drinking more water is going to be vital to your weight loss journey. Not only does drinking more water aid in weight loss, but it also helps your body to be healthier, perform better, it helps you to think better. This is how important water is. We can go maybe 21 days without food and only 3 days without water. Yet most of us walk around severely dehydrated, which actually leads to even more cravings. So we're gonna be drinking more water in 2022 in order to lose that 10 pounds this year. Now, you might be wondering how much is enough. I would start by drinking 1 more glass than you're already drinking. If you're only having 2 cups of water, add another cup. But ultimately try to get to minimum 8 glasses of water per day. That's roughly around 64 ounces. So make sure that you're drinking more water. It's gonna be a vital step in ensuring that you lose that 10 pounds this year. Tip number 5, make your food decisions ahead of time. Listen, nobody makes good decisions when they're hungry. You are irritable, you're having a headache, your blood sugar is low, you're tired, you can't bother. Of course you're gonna grab the donut or go grab the fried chicken from the fast food restaurant because you just wanna eat and feel better. When you're hungry, you grab whatever is available to get rid of that discomfort. We simply just don't make good decisions when we're hungry. And when you're on a journey to lose your first 10 pounds, you simply cannot afford to not make good decisions where food is concerned. So that's why it's very important to plan your meals ahead of time. How do you do that? Every week, I create what I call Diane's food menu. I literally list out everything that I intend to have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Now this does a few things for me. 1, it helps me to make better decisions when I go to the supermarket because I know exactly what to get. It also frees up my mind to not have to think about food for the rest of the week. I already know what I'm planning to make, and I can prep that food ahead of time to make sure it's ready for when I intend to eat it. Now, if I have my food prepped and ready for mealtime, then all I have to do is eat it. I don't have to think about anything else. And this is a really great tip to ensure that we make good decisions by making them ahead of time. The last thing that you want to do when you're on a weight loss journey is act on impulse or because you're hungry. So make your food decisions ahead of time. Tip number 6, have more fruits and vegetables on purpose. Quick disclaimer, you don't have to eat fruits and vegetables to lose weight. However, if you're trying to improve your health, have better skin, have more energy, think better, feel better, then fruits and vegetables are gonna be your best friends on this journey. You want to make sure you're putting fruits and vegetables into your diet in a way that works for you. A way I do this for my clients is that I make fruits for breakfast mandatory. So one of the first things they do when they wake up is have water and fruit. And vegetable with dinner is also mandatory. So that's 2 times for the day that you're going to be adding in some fruits and vegetables. On top of that, fruits and vegetables are not only better for you than other options, they also carry way fewer calories. So you can eat much more and still feel satisfied without adding on extra pounds. Because remember, the goal here is to lose your first 10 pounds. Tip number 7, have meals, not snacks. Now, I remember before I became a weight loss coach, I would always hear this phrase, have 6 small meals a day. Now, in my head, I'm thinking, if we're trying to lose weight, why are we eating more food? If you're trying to lose your first 10 pounds, less is more. So instead of having all of these foods spread out throughout the days, we're only going to be focused on meals. 3 solid meals for the day. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, no snacking in between. What happens is we fill our days with all of these little nibbles and tibbles and we think that, I'm just having a little piece. But what you don't realize is that all of those little pieces add up. So what you think that you're having maybe 10 calories of this, you had it 5 times throughout the day. So that's 10 times 5, that's 50 calories of just snacks. I am a true believer that snacking is always an emotional event. We usually don't snack when we are truly hungry. We snack when we feel like eating. So make sure that you're only eating when you're hungry and you're having meals at that time. Tip number 8, we're almost there. Hang with me. Tip number 8 is to only eat when you're hungry. Now, this seems very straightforward, I'm sure, but this one tip helps one of my clients lose 12 pounds her first month. Most of us eat for 3 reasons. Based on the time of day, breakfast, lunch, dinner, midday snack. Based on how we feel, and also because food just happens to be available, so we eat. It's not often that we actually ask ourselves, am I really hungry? So for this tip, I want you to make a habit of asking yourself, before you eat anything, am I really hungry? And if the answer is yes, refuel. Because remember, we're eating for fuel, not for fun, not for feelings, and not because the food is available. Tip number 9, learn to allow hunger. All right, Queen, here is some news. It is okay to be hungry. In fact, losing your first 10 pounds this year is gonna require you to get comfortable with hunger. Especially if you are having 6 meals a day and you cut it down to 3, you're going to be hungry. Your body's gonna react by telling you that, hey, this is not what we're used to. What are you doing down there? We need more food, and you're gonna feel hungry. Now, here's what's happening internally. When you are hungry and you don't give your body calories from the outside, meaning food, it's gonna be forced to turn inside and find that excess stored food on your body, i.e. fat, and fuel itself from your own body fat. This is how you actually lose weight, which is why fasting is such an effective weight loss strategy. So start getting comfortable with allowing hunger without feeling the need to eat every time you are a little hungry. And if you want to learn more on fasting, I actually have a video that you can watch right here. Tip number 10 for losing your first 10 pounds in 2022 is to go for a 15-minute walk every day. So you'll notice that we're at tip 10 and I'm just mentioning exercise or movement. Why is that? Exercise is not going to be an effective strategy for you to lose weight. It is a great aid in weight loss, but it's not going to be the reason you lose weight. Just focusing on working out and exercising is just going to make you tired and frustrated because you won't see the results that you hope for from just exercising. Now, finding a minimum of 15 minutes to move will definitely accelerate your weight loss journey. Can it be more than 15 minutes? Of course, but if you're trying to lose your first 10 pounds, then I'm assuming that you're just starting. So start small and build on that. I selected walking for 15 minutes because not only is it going to help you get moving and help with your weight loss, but it's also a great tip for your mental health and just getting out of the house, especially in these times. A 15-minute walk is super easy, super effective, and you can't go wrong with starting there. All right, so those were 10 tips, but I'm a giver. I'm always giving. Oh my God. So I have an extra tip just for you. All right, bonus tip. If you aren't sleeping, you're doing it wrong. Now, we live in a hustle bustle, get it done society. Stay up late, work all night. But if you are trying to lose your first 10 pounds, sleep is mandatory. Now, it is during our sleep that our body is able to recover, build muscles, lose weight, and restore itself. If you aren't sleeping enough, you aren't giving yourself or your body the best advantage at weight loss. Now, a lack of sleep leads to stress. And stress is actually one of the #1 factors in weight gain. And it also causes you to have all of these extra cravings. So please don't underestimate how important it is to sleep and to rest on your weight loss journey, on your life journey. So make sure you're bumping up that sleep to lose your first 10 pounds this year. All right, so those are my 10 tips plus a bonus to help you lose your first 10 pounds in 2022. Which tip was your favorite? Tell me in the comments below which one you're gonna start right now. Remember, tip number 1 is to start. Stop researching, stop thinking about it, and start doing something to aim towards your goals. Thank you so much for watching and coming over to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you're looking for even more support and guidance, go below in this description and you'll see a link to join our free Facebook group. It's a private group and we support each other in there. You get guidance and support. We do challenges. I go live. You definitely want to be a part of that community, and it's gonna help you to lose the weight this year. Make sure you go ahead and click that link if you're ready to lose your first 10 pounds this year, and I'll see you over in my next video.